In this video, I'm going to talk to you about solving and estimating products. First, let's talk about what it means to estimate products. Estimating a product is when you are coming up with an answer to a multiplication problem quickly. So we estimate products to come up with that answer quick. Then, when we're estimating two or more digits, we round to the highest place value. Keep single digits the same. The point of estimating products is to only have two numbers to multiply using quick fact recall. So let's look at some examples down below here. 37 has two digits, so we want to round it to the highest place value. The 3 is in the highest place value. The digit behind it tells it what to do. 7 tells it to go up. So that's going to become a 4, and every digit behind it becomes a 0. So 40 times 6 is only one digit, so we can keep it as a 6. Now we're going to multiply. When you multiply, you only look at the digits. You forget about the 0 for now. So we end up with 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. Now's where you put the zeros back in. I have 1 0 in my problem, so I'm going to put 1 0 at the end of my answer. So quickly, I was able to realize that 37 times 6 should get me an answer around 240. Let's look at this next one. We have 3 digits, so we're going to round to the highest place. The 3 tells the 5 to stay. So this is going to stay 500 times the 3 is in the highest place value. The 8 is telling it what to do, and the 8 says to go up. So this is going to become 40. Again, we forget about the zeros for right now. We have 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Now the trick is to count how many more zeros there are. 1, 2, 3. So I need to add in 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. And then I can put my comma in. So 539 times 38 should get me an answer around 20,000. Next one. The 1 is in the highest place value. The 0 tells it to stay. So this is going to round to 1,000. Times the 7's the highest place value. The 8 tells it to go up. So that's going to become 800. 1 times 8 is 8. And now we count zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. So our answer needs 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. And we go and put our commas in. So the answer of 1098 times 782 should get us an answer close to 800,000. If you see the word about in a word problem, then it wants you to find the estimate for the answer. So anytime you see that word about, you are not actually solving the real answer. You are coming up with a close, quick answer. Here's a couple more examples to show it. This one would be a great time to pause the video, take some notes. If I have 7 times 48, I am going to keep my 7 the same because it's one digit. And I'm going to round my 48. I'm rounding this one to the nearest 10 because that's the highest place value. The 8 tells it to go up. So that's how I get the 50. 7 times 5 is 35. And I had 1 0. So our estimate is 350. To actually solve it, if we're using our area model, we can split up 48 by 40 plus 8 times 7. So the first box, the two numbers touching it, is 40 and 7. So 40 times 7 is 280. The next box is 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. When I add them together, I get 336. Notice between 336 and 350, there is not a huge difference. We're talking about numbers in the hundreds, and these are only off by less than 20. This is a great time to pause the video and give it a try. See if you can come up with the correct product and estimation for both problems. All right, welcome back. We're going to start with the first problem. When we estimate, we keep the 4 the same. The 6 is our highest place value. The 3 told us to stay. So it stayed 60. 6 times 4 is 24 with 1 0, so 240. So the answer we get when we solve the actual problem should be close to 240. I break my 30 or my 63 apart and I times it by 4. Remember, anytime you're finding the area of a box, it's base times height. So 60 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24 with 1 0. 4 times 3 is 12. When I add those up, I get an answer of 252. Let's check the next problem. When I'm estimating, I'm going to round to the highest place value. So the 5 tells the 4 to go up. So that becomes 50. The 6 is the highest place value, so the 7 tells it to go up. So that's going to become 70. 5 times 7 is 35. And I have 1 0 in 50, and I have 1 0 in 70. So I'm going to add in 2 zeros at the end. We're going to break apart our 45 and our 67. Again, when we multiply, you're multiplying the base times the height. So 60 times 40 is 2,400. The next one, 60 times 5 is 300. 7 times 40 is 280. And 7 times 5 is 35. Whenever you're dealing with a whole bunch of numbers, it's really wise to add them in columns. Another trick that you can do is add each of the up and down boxes. If you lined them up correctly to begin with, you would have your answers already lined up. These ones are not lined up well, so you would have to pay close attention as to what you're adding together. And then you would just add these two together. So, two different options on how to add your boxes. Please rewatch the video if you need some extra explanation or to watch the examples again, and then give it a whirl on your worksheet. Good luck.